Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamunatira Vanachariyam. Yamunatira Vanachariyam. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamunatira Vanachariyam. Yamunatira Vanachariyam. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivraja Kacharya Shatara Shata Shishimat, His Divine Grace Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Let's make it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, because today is Lord Vamanadev's appearance, we'll read a verse which is a bit out of sequence, not first canto. So our Doyal Chandra Prabhu was searching for where's this verse in the first canto. It's not. Anyway, sorry for the technical, but I would also like to read other verses from this chapter, so I didn't find a better technical solution for now. So anyway, just tolerate the extra things you see. Okay, so this is from Canto 8, chapter 19, and it's text 16. Tasmat tatvato mahim ishad Vrinaham varadar shabat Padani trini daityendra Samitani padamama Tasmat vato mahim ishad Vrinaham varadar shabat Padani trini daityendra Samitani padamama Tasmatvato mahimishad Vineham varadar shabat Samitani padamama Tasmatvato mahimishad Vineham varadar shabat Nitrini daityendra Samitani padamama. Okay, Mataji. Tasmat vato mahimishad Vineham radar shabat Nitini daityendra Samitani padamama. Okay, word per word. Tasmat, from such a person. Tvataha, from your majesty. Mahim, land. Ishat, very little. Vrine, am asking for. Aham, I. Varadari Shabbat, from the personality who can give charity munificently. Padani, footsteps. Trini, three. Daitya Indra, O king of the Daityas. Samitani, to the measurement of. Pada, by a foot. Mama, my. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O King of the Daityas, from your majesty, who come from such a noble family and who are able to give charity munificently, I ask only 3 paces of land to the measurement of my steps. Purport. Very short purport from Srila Prabhupada. Lord Vamanadeva wanted 3 paces of land according to the measurement of his footsteps. He did not want more than necessary, but although he pretended to be an ordinary human child, he actually wanted the land comprising the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. This was just to show the prowess of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the end of the purport. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shimate Praladananda Swamiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I guess you all know the Lila of Vamanadeva, but this Lila can be approached from many angles. You know, Srila Prabhupada said that you can discuss Shastras from many angles. And probably we'll put some angles now, and in the festival you'll see other angles. And probably you can give 1 month of classes from different angles. Because there's many things happening in all these Leelas, and there's at least 4 or 5 chapters. So it's some things going on. So you'll see a bit later what's the angle I wanted to see from. I really like Lord Vamanadeva because I can relate to him. You know, he's cheating people into Krishna consciousness. That's his service. His service. He's God. And because my main service is doing Sankirtan, distributing books to people, I can relate because that's what we are doing when we preach and when we distribute books. We are cheating people into Krishna consciousness. Of course, this cheating is beneficial for them, but still it's some sort of cheating, you know. And first angle on this story is how to do Sankirtan. If you want to learn how to do Sankirtan, you have to learn from Lord Vamanadeva. Because Lord Vamanadeva, he's going to Bali Maharaj and he wants a donation. He wants a donation. I just want the whole universe, as it says in the purple. But he says, he's very humble. No, not the whole universe. 3 steps of land. And really important for Sankirtan devotees, usually, is to see what does he do before he asks for donation. He's not just going there and, hey Bali Maharaj, give me a donation. 3 steps of land according to my footsteps. No, before, he's doing something else. What is he doing? He's glorifying Bali Maharaj and his family. I'll just read a few verses from there. It's very, very important for Sankirtan devotees. First, you have to glorify the person. Oh, wow, look at those shoes. Oh, you're looking very spiritual. Oh, all this. And then you ask for a donation. So Lord Vamanadeva does exactly this thing. That's how we learn how to do Sankirtan. So, yeah. Let's read some... he says many things about Bali Maharaj and his family. So, for example, first he puts this angle of you come from a good family. He says, O king, you are indeed exalted because your present advisors are the Brahmanas who are descendants of Bhrigu, and because your instructor for your future life is your grandfather, the peaceful and venerable Prahlad Maharaj. Your statements are very true, and they completely agree with religious etiquette. They are in keeping with the behavior of your family, and they enhance your reputation. So he starts, you come from a good family. And before this, Bali Maharaj already said that because he has some culture, he said, okay, you're a Brahmana, I can give you a donation, whatever you want, no problem. So, so he continues. This is like, it's in total like 15 verses where Lord Vamanadeva is just glorifying Bali Maharaj. This, that, I'll just take a. Oh, this is the even interesting. Sometimes he's also saying some things a bit out of context. So he's glorifying. Okay, you might think Bali Maharaj, he's a nephew of Prahlad Maharaj, which is glorious, you know. If Vamanadeva is coming, he thinks, oh, you're a nephew of Prahlad Maharaj and he's your advisor. That's glorious. But the interesting part is that he's glorifying also Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. You know, say, oh, you come from a big family, a good family, because also Hiranyaksha was. Okay, I'll read this. Okay, yeah, just as an example. It was in your dynasty that Hiranyaksha was born. Carrying only his own club, he wandered the globe alone without assistance to conquer all direction, and no hero he met could rival him. When delivering the earth from the Garbhodaka sea, Lord Vishnu, in his incarnation as a boar, killed Hiranyaksha, who had appeared before him. The fight was severe, and the Lord killed Hiranyaksha with great difficulty. Later, as the Lord thought about the uncommon prowess of Hiranyaksha, he felt himself victorious indeed. So Vamanadeva is glorifying Bali Maharaj and his family. It says even Hiranyaksha, I mean, he was such a warrior. He conquered everyone. He puts aside, he doesn't mention that he was also a demon. You know, but he's like such a warrior. And when he fought with Lord Vishnu had really a tough fight, and somehow he managed to defeat him. But it was Lord Vishnu after this fight, he felt, good fight. I did like probably Kripamoya Prabhu, when he has a real opponent and he wins, he feels, this was a good fight. It was a tough one. So his glory, Vamanadeva is glorifying Bali Maharaj's family, even from this angle. Of course, he's glorifying Prahlad Maharaj and so on, but and he's glorifying also these other parts which are not so glorifiable, but somehow he puts a good angle. Okay, he glorifies Hiranyakashipu. Okay. Oh, Virochana, his father. His father also is not a devotee. But he says, although he knew very well that it was the demigods who had come to him in the dress of brahmanas, at their request he delivered to them the duration of life. He glorifies everything that he finds in this family. Of course, there is some sort of culture, even in demoniac families. You also have observed the principles followed by great personalities who are householder brahmanas, by our forefathers, and by great heroes who are extremely famous for their exalted activities. So there's half-truths. There's some truth in this. It's somehow put in a certain direction with a purpose. So usually that's what Sankirtan devotees do when they meet people. They glorify them, they present the books, and then they ask for a donation. And then after these verses, Lord Vamanadeva asks for the donation. He says, can you give 3 steps of land? Come on, you can do it. Only 3 steps. And that's how we do. One of the things I do recently, and it's quite, it works. I talk to people and I try to distribute them a book. I present them the book and they're like, no, I'm not interested. No, I don't want the books. But still, somehow we have a friendly exchange. I tell them, we're monks, we try to help people. I said, and if you have a friendly exchange, if you have a good exchange, I say, you can give 1 cent a donation for the monks. It's good karma. 1 cent. What's 1 cent? And many of the people, when they hear this, 1 cent. I mean, come on, I can give 1 cent. So they look in their wallet, and usually they give more than 1 cent. So I also ask them for 1 cent, but I want their whole life to. And after they give 1 cent, actually, one person, I asked him for 1 cent. He said, I have all the books. I don't want the books. But maybe you can help with a donation, 1 cent. I said, no, but I don't have cash. No problem, we take cards. And he ended up giving 50 euro. So I was like, yeah, good for him. It's actually good for people. So that's the same technique. And actually, people end up giving some donations. And after they give a donation, I tell them, we're monks. We don't want to take. You give something, I want to give you something also. Please take this book. So actually, they take the books and give a donation. So that's a trick also we use in Sankirtan. You somehow, one way or another, try to trick people. Okay, you don't want this book. No, I don't want this book. Okay, maybe you want to help. Okay, yes, I want to help. And then, then they get the book. So somehow they got to the same thing. So that's the first. That's the first part of the story. That's the beginning of devotional life for many people. They meet some devotees, and devotees glorify them. They tell them how nice they are, and they engage them somehow in some service. So that's so far so good. Nobody will protest to this. Please take some prasadam. Okay, no problem. But then some challenges appear in Bali Maharaj's life. For example, first challenge that appears in Bali Maharaj's life, Bali Maharaj says, yeah, 3 steps of land, no problem. And he wants to make the promise, and the first thing that happens is Shukracharya says, no. Why would you, this is Vishnu undercover, and this is not good for you. It's not good for you if you want to surrender to Vishnu. So many times, many people have this problem in their families or in their friend communities, in many communities, to some degree. You want to become a devotee, and people around you, they're not supporting you. Why surrender to Krishna? Or maybe they are supporting you as long as you're not too serious. Usually also parents of devotees, they are supportive. Yeah, you want to try this Hare Krishna? Yeah, no problem, as long as you're not too serious. But if they want to move in the temple and dedicate their whole life to Krishna, parents are immediately starting, but come on, you have to finish school, you have to do this, you have to do this. So this happens to many people in many forms. Family, yeah, I know one aspiring devotee. His wife and daughter were the problem. So it can be in many forms, like he wanted to become serious, and there was really some pressure from his family. Why so serious? Why you want to follow these regulative principles? Why? So that's also happening in Bali Maharaj's life. He passed this stage where he's glorified and life is all roses. Everyone is nice to him. And he went to the stage where there's some problems. Shukracharya and what makes Bali Maharaj great, because he's one of the Mahajans, is that he survived through this part also. He didn't stay just for the part where Vamanadeva glorified him. Oh, you're so nice, you're coming from such a nice family. He stayed for this part also, where Shukracharya is saying, no, don't surrender to Vishnu. And she says, no. That's his answer to Shukracharya. He says, no, if this is Vishnu, perfect. Great. Amazing. This is an opportunity to surrender to Vishnu. He says, oh, great sage, great saintly persons like you, his Bali Maharaj responding to Shukracharya. Being completely aware of the Vedic principles for performing ritualistic ceremonies and yagyas, worship Lord Vishnu in all circumstances. Therefore, whether that same Lord Vishnu has come here to give me all benedictions or to punish me as an enemy, I must carry out his order and give him the requested tract of land without hesitation. So Bali Maharaj says, okay, his spiritual master, so-called spiritual master, says, don't surrender to Vishnu. This is Vishnu. He will take everything from you. And Bali Maharaj says, well, as far as I understood, the purpose of yagya is to please Vishnu. And if Vishnu came and these 3 steps of land please him, then that's my duty to give him these 3 steps of land. So he's determined. He says, okay, let's do it. And what happens? All roses. No? You come to Krishna consciousness and you have your duty to do something. You take some responsibility. And what happens? It's going to be all roses, no? No, of course not. It's going to be all roses, but other types of roses. So, what's the first consequence for Bali Maharaj? Bali Maharaj says, okay, I will surrender everything to Vishnu. And then first thing that happened is that Shukracharya is cursing him. You know, you come to Krishna consciousness, you think you're doing the good thing, and then your spiritual master curses you. It's probably a bit uncomfortable. It says, thereafter the spiritual master Shukracharya, being inspired by the Supreme Lord, cursed his exalted disciple Bali Maharaj, who was so magnanimous and fixed in truthfulness that instead of respecting his spiritual master's instruction, he wanted to disobey his order. Of course, there's other discussion about what does it mean when we should obey the spiritual master's instructions and who is a spiritual master. But the first thing that happens when after he surrenders 3 steps of land, which he knows that it's going to be everything, is that Shukracharya is cursing him to go to hell. And then, how does Bali Maharaj react? He's fixed. He's like, okay, no problem. Let's go, continue. Very, very instructive for us like devotees. Bali Maharaj is fixed in spite of all the challenges. And then it gets worse. It's of course okay. There's this part where Lord Vamanadeva expands, and with 2 steps of he takes the entire universe. And then, then the fun part. He takes 2 steps and. And then he looks at Bali Maharaj, he says, look, you promised 3 steps of land, and you gave 2. Why this is untruthful for you? So it's not just Shukracharya is unhappy with Bali Maharaj. Vamanadeva is supposedly unhappy with Bali Maharaj. And what happens next? That's... No, before, there's more. Thereafter, on the day of Somapana, after the sacrifice was finished, Garuda, king of the birds, understanding the desire of his master, arrested Bali Maharaj with the ropes of Varuna. So it's not only that Shukracharya cursed you, but Garuda comes and he arrested you, and you're like, you're just all tied up. And yeah, here Vamanadeva is saying, O king of the demons, you have promised to give me 3 steps of land, but I have occupied the entire universe with 2 steps. Now think about where I should put my 3rd step. You have to give 1 more step of land. So this is and then he says also that because you have been unable to give charity according to your promise, the rule is that you should go down to live in the hellish planets. Therefore, in accordance with the order of Shukracharya, your spiritual master, now go down and live there. So, this is a quite a tense situation. Bali Maharaj has done the right thing, and he's cursed by Shukracharya. His Garuda came and he's all tied up. And Vamanadeva says, you didn't fulfill your promise, you have to go to hell. So that's probably, if this would happen to us, we would be quite upset maybe, or stressed, or it's a difficult situation. And the most interesting is how Bali Maharaj is reacting to this. He says, Bali Maharaj said, O best personality of Godhead, most worshipable for all the demigods, if you think that my promise has become false, I shall certainly rectify matters to make it truthful. I cannot allow my promise to be false. Please therefore place your third lotus footstep on my head. And this is the even more interesting. Although he says, okay, still I have my body, so I give you my body, I give everything. He says, although a father, mother, brother, or friend may sometimes punish one as a well-wisher, they never punish their subordinate like this. But because you are the most worshipable Lord, I regard the punishment you have given me as most exalted. Okay, that's all the verses. I'll just close this and so this is this whole lila reminded me of made me think of the Shipancha Tattva ki jai, Shishigor Nitai ki jai. This is the classic transition in the life of a devotee. You know, that you come to Krishna consciousness, you're the avatar, you're the enjoyer. And everyone massages you. Like, hi, oh, you're such a nice devotee. Oh, you chanted one round, amazing, wow, amazing. Oh, you ate prasadam also, with some onion, but still amazing. Jai. There was some onion there, but anyway, amazing, Jai, amazing, very nice. And this is normal, but the most difficult transition and then you have a mentor, and the mentor is your servant. He's there to serve you. That's how people are when they come to Krishna consciousness. Oh, this is my servant. I can call him at night and like, hey, I have this problem. You have to solve it for me. So, and then there is this very difficult transition which needs to take place. That actually, he is a servant. Actually, his mentor, he is supposed to be the servant of his mentor. So this is, or you might do some service in the beginning. You do some service, and you're like, everyone is jai. Oh, you washed something. Yeah, you left some spots. But anyway, you did something, which is good. But with time, it will happen that you do the same service in the same way. You forget some spots, there's some big stains there, and someone will come and chastise you and say, what's this, Prabhu? What's happening here? Why don't you do your service properly? And this is a very difficult transition to make in a devotee's life. This transition from it's not about me, it's about Krishna. It's not. I'm not the master. I'm the servant. It's not about Of course, we do all sort of types of preaching, this type of preaching. You come to Krishna consciousness to find the love of your life. Anyway. And that's good. I mean, whatever trick you use to bring people to Krishna consciousness is not bad. But at some point, there should be some turning. Oh, it's not about you finding the love of your life. It's about you being a servant of Krishna and becoming a servant of Krishna. And if being in the Grihastha ashram is beneficial for your spiritual life, then jai, no problem, If being in a brahmacharya ashram is beneficial for your spiritual life, jai, no problem. But it's not about us. It's about being a servant of Krishna and what Krishna wants. And this transition, you can see it in Bali Maharaj's life. I mean, apparently. Of course, Bali Maharaj is a pure devotee. But you can see in the beginning, just glorified. And after, problems come up. But what makes him so different is that whenever these problems come, he's like, okay, I'm a servant of Lord Krishna. And that's my duty. That's my duty to serve Krishna. And whatever the circumstances are, I'm just here to please Krishna. And that's it. And we actually have to do this transition in our own life. Sometimes you see devotees, they are 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in Krishna consciousness. They become senior devotees, but they don't have this idea that hey, it's not about me. It's about Krishna, and I'm a servant. I'm a servant of everyone. I'm a servant of my spiritual master. I'm a servant of my other spiritual masters, temple authorities. They are not. It's not that I come to the authorities and they are my servants. I come to the authorities and I ask, oh, how can I serve? They are supposed to tell me how to serve. Not usually the normal devotee goes to the spiritual master and tells the spiritual master how he's gonna serve. Like, Guruji, I will do this and I will move there and I will. And the spiritual master is looking a bit like, yeah, what do you think? I mean, if you're informing me, then what does it matter what I think? If you would ask me, then I would tell you what I think. But if you're not gonna follow anyway, what's the use, So that happens many times, and that creates a very bad environment, which is not useful for anyone, because anyway these devotees will leave at some point or another. So the point is that this transition is very very important, that we do this transition in our life and we understand that we are servants. We were talking with His Holiness Prahladānanda Maharaj, and he was mentioning that even spiritual masters, when they come to a temple, they are servants of the temple authorities. Of course, I mean, the temple authorities, they are when you deal with someone who is, but they are servants in what way? They are servants. The temple authorities can go and tell them, look, we want this subject that you touch in these lectures, and they will do it, because the most advanced, they are biggest servants. So everyone is a servant in some way. And the beginning devotees is like the authorities come and say, can you wash we really need someone now in the kitchen. And you just came, and you look fresh. And they're like, no, who are you to tell me what to do, Prabhu? So it is our duty to make this transition in our life, to understand that our mentors, even though in the beginning they are supposed to act nice to us, and they will always be nice to us, but we should understand that they are our authorities, and we should treat them in that way. And so this is something that we need to learn, and also it is our duty to teach new people, the same thing. That to teach them that, okay, we're nice to you, of course we're nice to you, but actually we are your servants, but our service is not to massage you. We will do this if it's needed. But our service is to educate you. And sometimes this includes something that, okay, you are the servant, actually, this service you should do like this and not like this, and so on. So, yeah, that's more or less what one angle on this lila. You see that Bali Maharaj, in spite of all the problems that are there, he's still thinking, okay, my spiritual master Vamanadeva chastised me, and it's a great mercy that he took the time to chastise me and to correct me and to direct me on the path. There's similar part when Daksha gets this how you call it, goat head, and then he tells to Lord Shiva that it was your great mercy that you correct me, because I was going towards hell. I was making offenses, and you corrected me, and I'm so grateful for this. So we should, like Vaisheshika Prabhu says, I live to be corrected. So we should be eager to be corrected by our superiors, and we should understand that we are servants of our superiors, and we should teach younger people also this, that, yeah, because it's good for them and it's good for everyone, and that's actually our position. Okay, not a very feel-good class, but I'm sorry. All right, if there's some questions, comments, concerns, other things to add. Ananta Prabhu, you want to add something?
Thank you. Very nice. Connection between the Sankirtan and the Vamanadeva approach.
Thank you. Good, thank you. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.